It's been really weird in terms of the weather. Last year we had abnormal rainfall, which is really conducive for mosquito breeding, and this year we've also had weird temperature changes. We really haven't had very much of a spring, and now the temperature has increased quite rapidly. These are perfect climatic conditions for these types of mosquitoes to thrive and breed in.
These are, I mean, the types of mosquitoes are also unique. You said 2017, a specific type of mosquito came here because I know a lot of people say, hey, I moved to Las Vegas because we didn't really have the mosquitoes, or not much of it.
A lot of people I talk to will say, I've lived in the desert for 20 years, we've never had insects here, we've never had mosquitoes here. We certainly have, but you just haven't had them in the density that we do now. So back in 2017, Aedes aegypti, which is the vector species for dengue virus, for chikungunya, for yellow fever, lots of different arthropod-borne viruses, it invaded. Initially it was just restricted to just a few zip codes, maybe 5 or 6. Last summer it became explosive. It's now covering all of the valley in virtually every single zip code. That's why people are noticing more mosquitoes, because that particular species will tend to bite you during the daytime when you're outside just up to your normal activities. That's why the community members are thinking they're seeing more mosquitoes. In some ways they are, but they've always been there.
Yeah, I'm definitely noticing it. I live in the Northwest Valley, and I definitely have had a few mosquito bites this year. Last few years I really haven't. So I'm definitely noticing the difference, but a lot of people might be wondering why these mosquitoes are breeding like they have been and not like years past.
Well, like I said, we've had a species that's invaded, and that type of species will lay its eggs in small containers. So if you have any standing water in your yard, even in plant pots, small pieces of plastic, that's perfect breeding for Aedes aegypti. So you need to dump out as much water that you can find that's stagnant. It can be even very, very small breeding sites. Other types of mosquitoes may breed in your swimming pool if it's not maintained, or they may breed in vegetation, in small streams, on the edges of lakes and ponds, and artificial lakes like in golf courses as well. We'll tend to see there the vectors of West Nile virus, the other type of mosquito that we have here.
I see a lot of comments about people in their pools, but as long as the water is moving in the pools, wouldn't that stop the mosquitoes really?
As long as the water's moving, and assuming that the pool is also chlorinated, but we do tend to get a lot of people who may neglect their pools over the summer, and that can become an issue.
But a standard pool where people are dipping in and out of every week.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But it is remarkable when you start to look around your environment just outside, just how much standing water there can be. Say you've watered your plants or you've watered your lawn, you only need small, tiny little bodies of water that most of us wouldn't notice, and that can breed several hundreds to thousands of mosquitoes.
Wow, so the Aedes aegypti can both of these, so which mosquito is this?
This is Culex quincunfasciatus. This is the major vector of West Nile virus.
And Aedes aegypti?
This is Aedes aegypti, that's the vector of dengue virus. We have had so far 91 pools of West Nile in mosquitoes already this transmission season from about 16 zip codes in Las Vegas. So the Southern Nevada Health District are quite concerned about the risk of disease to the community.
Is that a lot compared to years in the past?
Yes. We've had some years in Las Vegas where we haven't had any mosquito pools test positive at all. There were 2 human cases of West Nile virus last year, but there were significantly less mosquito pools testing positive. So we are quite concerned. People should be trying to protect themselves from mosquito bites. We haven't had any dengue fever transmission in Las Vegas, which is vectored by Aedes aegypti, but we have had local transmission in Arizona, in Maricopa County, 2 years ago. So there is the potential for that, again, virus to spread here.
And same amount of water for both of these to breed?
These can breed in, Aedes aegypti can breed in much smaller containers. So they're a little bit more difficult to do control for. Like I said, a lot of the times you may not notice where they're breeding.
Yeah, and I sort of thought about the Aedes aegypti because I'm very familiar with it. I used to live somewhere where it was very common in Central California, a lot of water there with agriculture and everything. But people's backyards here, people's front yards, they have the planters with the rocks that sit there and the drip systems. And do you think that plays any sort of role in how easily those can breed in someone's planter?
It certainly can, because again, those aren't areas that we're looking or paying attention to, and it takes, the eggs of these species are very, very small. They're very difficult to spot until essentially they hatch into an adult, and then these particular species, they're not going to move very far either. Within the lifetime of this type of mosquito, it's probably only going to go several hundred meters. So if you are being bitten in and around your back garden, they're probably breeding there.
Really? So they don't go very far?
They don't go very far. Culex,
like the size of this room, maybe?
Oh, exactly. But maybe even less. If there's a ready available blood meal, like you or your pet, these mosquitoes will happily just live in a very, very small area.
Interesting.
This species, though, will move much farther. It can disperse much farther.
What are the bigger problems right now between these two?
From a disease point of view, Culex fasciatus is much more of a problem because, like I said, we have had positive mosquito pools already here in the valley, which means there is disease here in the mosquitoes, likely in the bird populations that they feed on as well. So there is that risk of transmission to humans. Aedes aegypti really at this point are a biting nuisance. But people can develop quite nasty, irritated bites and allergic reactions as well. A lot of us, I react quite badly to these mosquitoes. I know when I've been bitten.
I had a mosquito bite a couple weeks ago. I did a story about mosquitoes, and it's been here, but it's still.
Yep, that could. If it was like quite a large inflamed.
It was inflamed, but
it
I
could be.
I don't know why it's lingering for so long. So it could have been an irritation from that.
But I mean, even I say biting nuisance as if that's, you're not very important. But if you're being bitten, 20, 30 times in a week, that's uncomfortable. Yeah. I'm sure that was bothering you when you were sleeping. It's bothering you now.
On my leg, I had the same thing, and it still kind of bugs me.
Yeah, so I think we still should take mosquito bites as a serious public health issue because they can, adversely affect our daily lives.
Okay, interesting. And you just mentioned pets. These can also, carry disease for pets as well. I know a vet I just spoke to talked about heartworm.
So those are a different type, or they are a type of Culex species that can transmit heartworm. Heartworm's not really an issue so much the prevalence is quite low in Las Vegas and Clark County. So your animal should be medicated for it, but thankfully that doesn't appear to be a significant veterinary problem for the moment here.
For the moment, but it could, you're seeing how rapid this is changing.
This is really a direct reflection of climate change. Mosquitoes, other insects, they are so sensitive to just one or two small changes in degrees of temperature, of humidity. As I said, aberrant rainfall, because mosquitoes are aquatic for part of their life cycle, they need water to breed in. So as soon as any of those aspects change in our local ecology, we'll see changes in both the insects and then the pathogens that they transmit as well.
So the Aedes aegypti, I'm so curious about because these are the mosquitoes that I feel like a lot of people, you go on Nextdoor, you go on the Ring app, you're seeing comments left and right from people talking about this. What can I do in my yard? Or can I put a plant, can I buy another insect that will attack? Like, what can you do?
So you can buy, the Southern Nevada Health District have fish that they'll give out if you have bodies of water where fish can proliferate, because the fish will eat the larvae. That's not really a sustainable situation for everybody. One of the best things that you can do is personal protection. So you can wear repellents, you can wear long sleeves as well, and you can essentially try to stop yourself personally from being bitten if you cannot identify where they're breeding. I said they won't go very far, but they may come in from your neighbor, right? If you live right next door to somebody, it is possible they're breeding over there, and so you can't really implement any control. But you can use EPA-approved repellents, things that contain DEET, citronella, picaridin, IR3535. There's plenty of really good products that you can buy over the counter that will be effective for 6 to 12 hours that you can cover yourself in, especially if you know you're going to be outside in the daytime, which is when this is the peak biting time for these types of species.
So daytime with the Aedes aegypti.
Daytime with Aedes, dawn and dusk for Culex.
Culex is evening
but again, the same types of precautions. Try to reduce the breeding if you are observing mosquitoes in your environment, and then also personal protection is one of the best things you can do.
So I hike a lot, but when I go out to the desert and I'm hiking outside of town, I don't really notice the mosquitoes. Is that maybe a better place to do if you really want to avoid the mosquitoes?
In this kind of weather and this kind of temperature, it's a bit of an extreme measure. But the reason why they're not there is probably reflecting that there's nowhere for them to breed. There's no water out there. It is just a bit too arid.
So if you wanted to really avoid it.
I would go somewhere at altitude where it's nice and cool, and ideally, where there aren't any mosquitoes. But the reality is they are breeding in our communities, in our back gardens, and like I said, there's not that. Sometimes you don't have direct control over managing your environment, so you have to prioritize personal protection for yourself.
How long have you been in Las Vegas?
Since fall 2022, and I continually ask people, is it normal that we have all this rain? Is it normal that it's really chilly in May? And so far everybody has said no, and it's not normal that we have mosquitoes here. Which is great if you do the type of research that we do, that we have mosquitoes here, but it's not good for our community.
So in your field and in what the experts are talking about, are they all noticing that there is a big difference with the mosquitoes here every year?
It's definitely changing, and like I said, the number of species is increasing, the population density, the number of mosquitoes testing positive for pathogens earlier is also quite alarming. So things are definitely changing, and so far it seems not for the better.
Yeah, it is a concern. I know a lot of people are talking about it, and it's something, we're only in the beginning almost the middle of June.
Yes.
We still have a lot of months to go. And when monsoon season comes, that's that water just going to make this worse?
So it depends on what happens with the rains. When there's incredibly heavy rain like there is in Las Vegas, that will essentially flush out the breeding sites for a few days. But as that water begins to dry and form those smaller pools of water, that's perfect for these mosquitoes to go and lay their eggs in. So you may see a little dip in mosquitoes immediately after the rains, as the temperature begins to warm up again. But about 8 to 10 days later, you'll see more mosquitoes again.
So I just thought of, a big tip to keep these guys away from your home, the Aedes aegypti, is really take a look at your house, maybe your neighbors, just to see if there's any standing water, and that could really play a role with them.
Yes. Any particularly artificial containers, even just small little cups like you can see here in these cages, anything, if you have children playing in the back garden with any types of plastic toys, if any of those are lying around, maybe under a bush, particularly in areas that are cool and humid, more humid than the outside environment, those would be perfect for mosquitoes.
So any plants I can put in my backyard table to keep these guys away, or any lights or anything like that?
You can use UV lights, there's plenty of that, like sticky traps. You can buy a lot of these items on Amazon, for example. They do have some kind of effect. The lights will attract mosquitoes, but if you have significant densities of mosquitoes, just a single or a couple of traps won't be sufficient for you to protect your entire environment. And like I said, it also depends on what your neighbors are up to, what's breeding in their back garden as well.
And what about in your home? Is there anything for both of these? Can you put maybe something in the corner that will attract it? Ideally,
window screens and door screens as well. So if you're not wanting to sit outside at night, if you can screen your house appropriately, they won't be able to fly in. So at least then you can sleep properly, you're not being bitten.
Well, let's say you do get in, or someone had the door open and you hear it, but you can't get it. Because I sometimes will hear the buzzing and I can't sleep.
Fly swatter, you can try.
I bought one of those things on Amazon, it's like a little light thing, it sucks the air in. Does that work?
We have one of those next door actually in our sector, just a small UV light that they will be attracted to that, and that can kill them, but you need quite a significant density of those types of traps if you're going to do control in your environment.
And maybe in your bedroom, if you know that could be an issue, right?
Yeah, some people will tend to sleep with fans on as well. If you've got not just air conditioning, but a fan that's rotating, they're not particularly strong flyers. So if a fan is moving around, it's also moving around how you smell, the scent in the air. So the mosquitoes will find it a little bit more difficult to pinpoint exactly where you are. And like if you're sleeping right next to a fan, some of them won't necessarily be strong enough to fly to be able to bite you. Again, those are more just anecdotal evidence. It's not necessarily backed up by science, but you can also do that, which would make you more comfortable as well because it's hot out here.
I saw a comment, someone said coffee grounds. Is that
There's a lot of myths, things like that. Things like saying if you eat more garlic or if you eat cinnamon, again, a lot of it's just anecdotal, more so than anything else.
Another comment I saw was interesting, bat houses. Someone said they have bat houses in their neighborhood, and that
No, that I don't know about,
okay.
I'm afraid.
I thought that was an interesting comment. I didn't know there was any truth to that. It would make sense, but I'm not sure. Maybe something we'll have to look into. At the end of the day, it's just repellent, making sure there's no standing water. There's nothing really else you can do besides being vigilant about it, right?
Vigilant, and if you have noticed you're being bitten and you are beginning to feel sick, particularly if you have, say, a fever type illness, that's not really, fever, nausea, vomiting, maybe a rash, go to urgent care.
Okay.
And tell your healthcare provider that you're being bitten by mosquitoes so that they can consider some of these pathogens in their diagnosis.
Our local governments, you have Clark County, different cities, are they seeing this and trying to take action? Is there anything different that's being done now?
Not at the moment, but the Southern Nevada Health District are out there doing surveillance and reporting the data back to the governmental authorities. But at the moment you can tell them if you are being bitten, they will go out and they will do house calls, they will respond, and they will trap in the area to try and assess what the situation is as well. So that's one of the best things the community can do, is to tell Southern Nevada Health District and to tell the local community leaders that there is an issue and where that issue is so that they can take action.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are having an issue with this.
I think a lot of people especially are beginning, really the last couple of years, are really beginning to notice it because it is becoming much more prominent.
Any concerns that you have?
I don't like being bitten by mosquitoes. I work with them every day, but I don't like them either. So we spend a lot of our time trying to understand changes in the disease transmission. So what is causing Aedes aegypti to spread across the valley? That's one of the things that we're working on. How can we improve mosquito surveillance? How can we implement control, potentially different measurements? What insecticides we could potentially use to target these different species? Those are some of the things that we're working on to, again, try and improve control here in the valley.
Yeah, and I know the other communities, they do fogging on a regular basis. They do things like that. But I mean, I'm guessing the problem hasn't been to that degree here?
Exactly. So there hasn't, I guess, been necessarily maybe the need or the political will for that to happen yet. But it is something that, particularly abatements in Arizona, in California, in Salt Lake, they'll do that as well, because it can be quite effective to do population suppression. If you have a lot of mosquitoes, going out and fogging will kill a significant number very, very quickly if it's becoming a real problem, and if there's disease being transmitted as well.
And some pest control companies are changing it up and starting to treat for this. And it just was one, I was with one last week, and they're doing the traps and the fogging. I mean, that could make a difference, right?
Oh, absolutely. But it's difficult if it's just being done at a very, very local area. Like I said, these guys won't necessarily spread too far, but some of them will fly at much more longer range. So you may treat your community 1 week and then you'll just be reinvaded several weeks later.
How long does it take for them to reproduce?
Depends on the temperature and the humidity, but when it's really, really hot out there, it can be as little as 10 days, 8 to 10 days.